Hello and welcome to a game of Dota 2. You are watching StarLadder Star Series. Of course, we are still in Season 8, but we're getting to the end of the group stages. It is day 23 of 29 days of group stages. And of course, after today, there's going to be a 3-day break for Star Series, as it's of course going to be Christmas time or holiday time for people who don't celebrate Christmas, so happy holidays. But yeah, for these teams, there's still a lot at stake. I say for these teams, but for both Empire and Mouz Sports, there's actually not that much at stake anymore. Let's take a look at their scores so far. Both of the teams are actually sitting on the right side of the score list, which is not really good, because that's the bottom half, obviously. Both Mouz Sports and the Retry sitting at 7 losses, though, or not Retry, of course, Empire. Both Mouz Sports and Empire sitting at 7 losses, but Mouz Sports, they've played 12 games, while Empire has played 14, so 5 wins for Mouz Sports, 7 wins for Empire, and that means that Mouz Sports is sitting still at 12, or 15 points rather, compared to Empire's 21 points. Well, we're going to see if Mouz Sports can get some more points out of this one. They will be wanting to have them because, I mean, there's still a chance that they might end bottom 4. And you don't want to do that because that will make you getting forced to play regulation matches against the number 3 and 4 of the Pro Series. So we'll see who gets the point here in this match. Not that much of stake, you might call it. We do have Empire on the dire side for this match. On the Radiant side is Mouz Sports, and even though I'm not entirely alone, you will still only hear my voice because the one that is joining me is, of course, Nahaz, our statsman, which you can follow at Nahaz Dota on Twitter. Make sure you do that because he is tweeting out some interesting stuff. I do like Mouz Sports draft, by the way, picking up Mirana and Crystal Maiden with the first 2 picks. It is promising, very promising. Now we've seen Unicorn play the Mirana, but we've also seen Cat4KM play the Mirana. I hope it's going to be Cat4KM, so that's going to be an offlane Mirana, so that she is not going to be a solid farming hero. As we all know, I'm not really too fond of that. We are going to see an Alchemist as well as the Bristleback ban for Empire in the first 2 bans, with the Slark and the Visage for Mouz Sports. Still some supports be getting removed as well by Mouz Sports as they removed the Venomancer, so no more slows. Or at least not that slow coming out on the side of Empire anymore, and it is the Rubik and the OD that Empire themselves ban out. Now, there is already quite a few disables on the side of Mouz Sports, and they have the chance to now ban and pick something, like, both after each other, and I'm kind of wondering what kind of extra support they want to pick up. Also, Mouz Sports is one of those heroes, one of those teams that does run jungle heroes frequently, so we might see something like that, again. Ooh. Wait a second. There we go. In the next game, indeed, I will be joined again by Fog. Next game will be Navi versus Sigma, so that is going to be a good game to have him here for. And hopefully it won't start before this one is over. That's going to be our hope. If it does, then I will probably most likely switch, because that is going to be a high-profile game. Both teams needing to win that one. So, but enough about a different game. Because, of course, Empire and Mouz Sports, they're here for a reason. Is the Weaver that gets banned out by Mouz Sports. And the Clockwork picked up. I wasn't really expecting that to happen. I was kind of thinking perhaps if you ban out the Weaver, perhaps you want to have Lifestealer or something. But, I mean, right now, the Weaver banned out, it's all catered towards not getting anything paired up without a ban. Elder Titan can be paired up without the ban, though. I wouldn't be surprised to see that one. Well, we'll take a look. Also, Empire, they're the team, of course, that goes sometimes for the Silencer, for the Enigma as well. I would like to see Always Wanna Fly's Enigma again. It does make for good Enigma, for good black holes.
Reserve time.
And I will ask the admin if there will be if Navi Sigma will be a parallel game or not, because then we finally have that one out of the way. There we go. I asked, so that we will have our answer hopefully soon. Empire, they're ticking into their bonus time here for thinking about what they want to pick up. Now, which heroes are still in the pool? I was not thinking about the StarLadder.
Sports turn to pick.
I was thinking like which heroes are still in the pool that we often see picked up early on, or banned in that case. I was not thinking StarLadder. I was more thinking stuff like Pugna, perhaps. Well, we've seen him, well, not that often, but we often see him banned. First though, StarLadder. Now, I like StarLadder, and we actually saw Silent StarLadder in the previous game that we saw of Empire, and even though it was, like, Silent was doing alright, Silent was doing great, but his team got aggressive tri-laned against, and it just, Empire, none of their lanes kind of worked, and that's what kind of put them back, and I'm hoping for Empire that is not going to happen again. Now, there's, of course, still 2 picks to go through, so they have got plenty of times to counter whatever Mousesport's gonna pick up. And there's also plenty of time to pick up a very safe support, because even though Abaddon is, of course, considered a safe support, if they are getting aggressive tri-laned upon, StarLadder is most likely not gonna get any farm. Because it is all melee heroes on the side of Empire, and that is not good. At least not for facing an aggressive tri-lane. You're gonna get harassed out of the lane before you can even get close to creeps. Now, I would like to see a Dazzle coming out from Empire, and the reason I say that is of course because of the minus armor. Or maybe even a Vengeful Spirit, more minus armor. I really like Vengeful Spirit, actually. I wouldn't mind seeing that one. Mousesports is taking their time, by the way. Oh my god. I mean, with the Clockwork and the Moran already there, it's already 2 cores, of course. 2 offlane, perhaps, of course. I mean, I just really don't like to see Moran on a safe lane. It might be the case that Mousesport's gonna go for that, though, because, of course, Clockwork could run that offlane just as well. Oh, there's a Kunkka. Now, Kunkka can... Like, I like this in the way that they are so very versatile. We've got ourselves Marana and Kunkka and Clockwork, 3 cores. All having the option of going safe lane, mid lane, off lane. Well, Kunkka might not be as much off lane, but we have actually seen that done before. Nightstalker StarLadder combination, something that Empire has been doing before. I kind of like this. I like this a lot more than what we saw in the previous game. Resolution Nightstalker, he needs those aggressive heroes, and I actually mentioned him as one of the possible heroes on the side of Empire in the previous game that we saw from them, but... Well, we're gonna see it here, and the Dazzle's still getting banned out. That extra minus armor, not there. But, I mean, still a Vengeful Spirit would still fit in this one. And I would actually, like, this is just your typical I'm gonna run at you kind of lineup.
Reserve time.
So even something stupid like a Necrolite will work out. Because he can just stand at the back of everybody and just press his Q button constantly. They will be needing to give him then some farm, and I guess that's not gonna happen. It's not really that good of a hero as a support, after all. Dazzle would have been a better one. Oh, Holy Knight.
Mousesport's turn to pick.
I had my teeth make noise. How awkward is that? I hope you didn't hear that. Weird. Well, that is a ban out for the Templar Assassin, which is a pretty interesting ban, often picked as a counter towards the puck. But I'm not really expecting a puck anymore from Empire. That's the thing.
10 seconds
and I'm not really expecting a core anymore from Mousesports either. But apparently Empire is expecting a core. I'm expecting a support or a jungle hero on the side of Mousesports right now. Unless they want to run the Clockwork as a support.
Reserve time.
Okay, I was not expecting that one for sure. So this is a Clockwork support or Marana support. Could happen as well. But the Pudge picked up right now. And, I mean, Pudge versus Nightstalker, Pudge is going to have a field day because his rot is going to make sure that Nightstalker is going to be scared every time to come in range. So he is still going to be last sitting with his Void, for the most part. And if Empire is going to do a melee lineup, well, then Pudge is ideal for that because you have to stand close to the Pudge to be able to hit him, and he'll be making you stand in rot. So in come the BKBs, I'd say. And of course, even if Pudge would miss his hook, you're still gonna run at him and he's still gonna be able to dismember you from close range. So I really like this. Does force Empire to go for something rangy still though, or perhaps still go for the Omni Knight. I mean, if Pudge hooks something and Omni Knight heals the targets that he hooks, never mind. Can't never have what I want, can I? It's a shame. Bane picked up instead. Always want to fly as Bane. Still very strong, and of course still ranged. And they did need a ranged, and Omni Knight is melee, I realized that. But I can be sad about it. The answer, by the way, came from the admin. About asking me asking if Sigma versus Na'Vi will be played at the same time as, like, or just official starting time, aka in 32 minutes. or if they will wait until this game is over. And admin answered that they think they will wait, but he will let me know. So for now we're safe, but we might still have the like if this game lasts for 70 minutes, I'm not gonna assume that they are gonna wait.
Prepare for battle.
Let's take a look at what Empire has here and who's playing what. We have got Silent playing his StarLadder once again. Always wanna fly on the Bane. Resolution playing his Night Stalker. Ooh. Empire vs Mouz 3-on-3. That's kind of fun. We do have an Abaddon and an oh, a nice set. Abaddon and an Elder Titan going bottom. So Mag and his Elder Titan, Vanscore on the Abaddon. And that is going to be indeed a dual lane upon dual lane upon dual lane. No, 2 dual lanes. 2-1-2 lane for Empire. So let's not exaggerate. On the side of Mouse Sports, on the Radiant side, of course, we've got ourselves Crypt playing the Kunkka. It will be Unicorn playing the Mirana. So that does mean that Unicorn normally is the hard carry core, basically, player. So he is gonna farm the Mirana most likely on the bottom lane. Crit though, I mean normally he like this is a roaming Kunkka. Interestingly enough. We have got Exist playing the mid lane on the Pudge, of course. Oh, not very high success rate. Let's hope for Mouse Sports it's gonna be a bit better. Cat for Kane will play the Clockwork on the off lane.
The battle
and
begins.
That leaves, I mean, I missed one. There we go. Tasty playing the Crystal Maiden. And this is, I kind of like this Kunkka supporty hero, kind of like, I mean, yeah. It fits. They are seeing it though. Empire has already got some defensive wards up. They'll see where people are gonna go. Kunkka support boots first. Well, he's gonna roam. He's got a torrent that he of course can land after the frostbite. I mean, Tasty's being seen here. They know where he is. Or do they actually? They didn't. And they're gonna go for this. They're gonna go for Mag. Frostbite coming in. And that's gonna be a torrent. Not anymore. They already hit it. The arrow will hit upon Vanscore, so no shield was actually still there. Vanscore though. Or Mag. Torrent. Ooh, dodged. Nicely done. That's all the mana of the Kunkka gone. Tasty's gonna need to pick up his aura very soon. And I mean, this location is indeed not seen by that ward. So that was why Crystal Maiden could come in from that side. They did get forced to burn through some regen though. And they did see the danger of this lineup. Kunkka will farm in the jungle a bit. And I mean, this is a shame. He is, of course, he is pulling the wave, which is of course good for him. But he had to break himself over his clarity for that one. In the meantime, battery assault coming off on the Bane here. He will be eating a tango. He does also have a nightmare should it be needed. Should he be able to run away from this? But he's just harassing Cat for KM for now. And that will be the way it's being brought together. Right here. Kind of a nice location. And actually, yeah, he gets 2 creeps to the low ground. I'm not so sure if that's what he wanted to do. But we'll see. Exist so far 6 for 1 up against Resolution, 7 for 2, fairly even so far. Though we of course do see that Night Stalker did last hit with his bottle, with his void rather. Has already got his bottle though, but he is going to be quite mana starved here on this lane for a while. As Exist is just going to be able to just stand there and right click as he is the Pudge. The Pudge. Oh, and the hook shot misses. The hook misses. I was already going with my camera on top, but I guess, I mean, hooks are... If you don't throw your hook out, then you will not even be able to hit them. Something like that. Someone said something very smart to me once I had... I played Pudge. Once I played Pudge. I played Pudge for the A to Z challenge. I only needed 1 game. I was off lane Pudge, dual lane. With a Lich. We were awesome. I didn't really try that many hooks, but we won the game. But the saying was like, if you don't play your hooks. Yes! You miss every hook you don't throw. Well, Nightmare up Cat for KM. He will be cogging in with Always Wanna Fly. Well, with level 2 battery assault. The Brain Sap is there though. Cat for KM. He is gonna be the one to die here if he's not careful. The Brain Sap comes out. Cat for KM, 1 more hit. It will be the Clockwork that dies. First blood, man fight. Man fight, that level 2 right now. That Brain Sap, it was level 1 Brain Sap when he casted it. Very nicely done by Always Wanna Fly. Never back down, never give up, never surrender. Fighting till the bitter end. Bitter end comes for Clockwork before it comes for the Bane. Very nice first blood there indeed. Clocker's already back on the top lane though, and he's already put in a nightmare again. In comes a crush. They're gonna go for him again. They have the brain step, but they don't have the mana for it. So that will be Kefir trying to run away. The block is there from Silent. He wills another crush. Boom! There he goes. One more hit needed. Another kill. Golden Wave was gonna fly, and that's already gonna be putting him to 2-0. Mouz Sports top lane is not going very well whatsoever. In the meantime, Crystal Maiden and Kunkka sniping off experience from Unicorn here. Well, it's all gonna be free experience for Elder Titan. He is gonna be frostbitten though. Arrow flying out first. No frostbite needed just yet. Now it comes. And that's gonna be a torrent as well. That's gonna be a kill. Kunkka with the last hit. Bounce score. His shield. Not enough to save the life of his Elder Titan. That means it's 2 for 1 right now, with the 2 of course in favor of Empire, but at least this trial lane is gonna be having a bit of success as well. Resolution, it's first nighttime, it's 4 minutes in, he's level 5 and a bit, and he's gonna get an invisibility rune, and he's gonna be able to make something happen with that, though they do see him walking into that jungle, so they are gonna just hide themselves. They should be hiding themselves. They ping it out though. The resolution is just doing a round through the jungle. Yeah. Show them who's boss, Resolution. Show them who's boss. So useful rotations are useful. Yeah. Okay, so and that's a not so useful rotation. Wasting some time in the mid lane, though it is gonna be the Night Stalker. Like, he is ahead in last hits. 25 to 5. Exist is sitting on 22 for 2, so it's not that far. But so far Empire has got the 2 heroes with the most last hits, because not just Resolution but also Silent is outlast hitting the Mirana, which is not that big of a surprise because Mirana overall is just not doing that much damage, so his last hitting is a bit more tricky than that of Silence. And on top of that, Silent, no, never mind, yeah, he's got his treads ready. So he does get some extra last hit power from that, while there is nothing extra to help Mirana. Resolution with the Invis rune, looking for crit. Perhaps he can find him, perhaps he can find Tasty first. Tasty actually got blocked, he should be knowing this. Oh! One more hit needed, Frostbite coming out. It's not going to be enough though, it's just a level 1 Frostbite. That's a kill for Resolution. The Torrent will miss. Resolution, his first actual gank, successful. Invis rune helping out with that one. And he'll be rotating mid again. Pudge, of course, is also going to be ready to rotate. He's level 6. He has got himself the power to hook and dismember right now. So I'm hoping for him to try some, because I'm kind of excited to see a Pudge in the game. I haven't seen him I haven't casted a game where a Pudge is played in ages, and I just really want him to be at least a bit successful. I mean, I don't care who wins as long as Pudge can hook stuff. That will be fun. Cat, he agrees. That is an agreeing meow, I swear. Haste rune is going to be left for Resolution because he's not fast enough with Hunter in the Night. Level 3 is actually level 7 right now with a level 4 in his Void. No levels in Silences just yet, but it is going to be him that is doing very well regardless of Silence or not. In the meantime, the rotations for Mouse Sports, I mean, they're not really coming out just yet. Unicorn needs a bit more before he can actually start being useful on the map. And the supports, I mean, they can rotate perhaps. They can make this happen. X mark the spot upon Torrent. Arrow will fly in as well. A great combination coming out. The Frostbite as well after the shield and mag. He's still going to be making that alive, or is he? Yes, he is. Take Charge is helping out, save him. And that's going to be Tasty in some trouble. Resolution with the haste coming in as well. There's no way that this Crystal Maiden is going to make it out alive, or is it? Actually, with the Dismember coming out, Crystal Maiden is going to be able to teleport himself out, and Resolution is going to be the one to die because Unicorn landed an arrow through the Dismember. And that is going to be still a kill for Mouse Sports. Oh, that's Exist. Double kill, hook shot. Nicely done. I should stop calling it hook shot because it's a hook. And dandy, cold indeed, because that was a perfectly well aimed hook, and we are gonna see them pushing on towards the tower. Why not, since there's 4 heroes here? They're only missing the Crystal Maiden, who is farming the jungle, by the way, because he can do that. But they're not gonna take down this tower. They're not even gonna try. Disperse! They say disperse. Well, it's gonna mean that Cat4K might be going back towards the top lane. I mean, he wasn't getting that much there though. I mean, he got himself to level 5, which is great and all, but last hit wise, not really something to write home about. And I mean, he's only got 10 last hits compared to the 50 of Silent, and he died there twice, of course, as well. Silent actually sitting on 24 the night is very good for him. He's not rotated just yet. Last game that we saw, Silent play the StarLadder, and he went for a fast, or at least after Vanguard, is not, I guess not really fast. He went for Vanguard, and afterwards he went for Blink Dagger, and only then did he start to rotate, and only then did he start to find kills. So I'm assuming we're gonna see the same thing here. And Resolution will keep this game in check maybe until that happens. He did not pick up his darkness yet though, so he won't be able to make it nighttime just yet, and he will have to wait for quite a while until the next nighttime hits, aka 3.5 minutes, because at 12 minutes it will be the third nighttime. So that is what he's gonna wait for, unless he is still gonna get a level 9 and get his darkness still at level 9. We have a rotation coming in by the looks of it. Crit, still level 4. Rotating in, Clockwork rather, still around here, not rotating back top, he's just gonna be ready to hookshot things. I mean, he's level 6, that's all he needs to be active in the map, but there is a ward here up for the Dire, because they know that not just Pudge needs that vision to hook in, but also the Clockwork, or at least he wants to have that vision to hook in. Talking about vision, well, they see that they have got 2 people pushing on the tier 1 tower top, and Silent and Always Wanna Fly are gonna be the target for them. Let's see if that hookshot is gonna be successful. Gonna be cancelled in time. Silent is out. As Always Wanna Fly. Always Wanna Fly almost level 6 by the way, so his Fiend script is almost there. And once he has that, well then he can start to be roaming around. Starting to get some kills. Unicorn in the meantime, he's not really getting that much anymore. I mean, his support has left the lane, of course, but it's giving Mag a lot of freedom, and Mirana is just not doing anything. He's waiting for the lane to be pushed out again, but that will take a while. I mean, the lane right now is actually pushing in favor of Empire, as in it's pushing towards Empire, so in favor for laning stage, as it were. And Mirana will be close by to get that experience, but last hit wise, I'm not seeing it all too much. We do have Kunkka being back here though, and that's going to be enough to force them back. They do still have that ward, or have another one. It's a new ward. Double damage room for the Pudge. Vanguard also ready up on the Night Stalker. I say also because of course StarLadder already has his, and actually is putting some amplified damage up for KM, and he might be needing to use it. The cogs still hitting Always Wanna Fly. He does have a brain step there, but he will get hooked and killed. Exist, killing spree. Silent will be making it out of there alive. Has to be careful though, because the hook of course is still around there, or is it? No, it wasn't anymore. He's already running back. He didn't even use his double damage rune for that hit. Well, then again, it's a support bane, so he doesn't really need it, I guess. Too easy of a kill.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Out of mana for KM. And fight damage, crush, boom. Wow. That is a very squishy Crystal Maiden. And with the shield up, Silent is actually looking to take it some more. Seriously? Seriously! Thank you! Because that was kind of weird. Should be one hit to get the kill. The haste is still on. Double kill for Silent. He doesn't care about towers. He's just diving and taking the tower, tanking it up, even after he can take it off. He doesn't get the last hit on the tower itself, but that was pretty ballsy plays from Silent, who is now very, very close towards his Blink Dagger. Nobody coming in to help from Mouseports either. The teleport being, of course, on cooldown on Exist. He doesn't even have one in his inventory. That might be the problem. Unicorn does have a teleport, but couldn't help out. Might have been able to help out if he only picked up 1 level with Moonlight Shadow, and then he only had to pop that. Actually, no, the amplified damage was there. Never mind that. And that, of course, would have given the vision. Get for KM, being spotted out. The flare will come out, so Always Wanna Fly is getting revealed, and they now know that there's 2 there. Might be seeing a hook coming out from Exist. Crush comes out, amplified damage, the hook up on the Bane, Dismember comes out as well, no Nightmare in time, Almost Wanna Fly gets picked up on the side. Well, it looks like Silent is going to be taking a fall in the rest, or in the, well, taking a fall as well. We're going to see Resolution though, Frostbitten, he tried to help out his team, but now has to run for it. He will be able to run. There is going to be an X-marked spot in a second, he just needs a vision for it, but Resolution is mighty, mighty fast, and it looks like he's fast enough. Another hook shot hits, this one up on the Abaddon, and that's going to be another kill. Abaddon is borrowed time not helping him out. That's 3 for 0. Well, Empire was the one to start that rotation, and that is going to be something that they are going to regret. Too aggressive on their part. Perhaps they can get themselves Exist, though. It's still nighttime. Of course, Mag helping out with that natural order. It is not going to be a kill though, and the hook shot comes again. It is going to be up on Mag. The negative burn charge come out as well. I mean, it's not going to be the death of Mag. And Exist actually almost dies, but he is going to be okay because Moonlight Shadow keeps him safe. No amplified damage on him. Resolution still in this. Crystal Maiden finds him, but is not going to be able to do anything on him anymore. Well, Silent is back in this as well. Night Stalker with an illusion rune coming in, looking for Tasty. Has got a void. Goes for the void up on Cat4K, but he pops the cogs. He's gonna be okay. Tasty though, amplified damage. Looks like he's okay as well, or maybe the illusion can still get him. Yep, illusions get him. Why not? Boat comes in. Doesn't do anything to Empire, but does of course give the buff to Mouse Sports. Does help them out a bit. Might be that they need it. Silence is still tanking towers, taking towers rather, not tanking it this time. Should be able to take this. That Vanguard, those Vanguards, multiples are of course helping out quite a bit.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Silent. Still close with Blink Dagger, though of course slightly delayed by the death he had.
Radiant
In the meantime, Nightmare put up what exists, so no hooks coming out. Always want to fly. He's gonna be able to run for the moment. Resolution going in. Resolution still doesn't have the silence picked up. I'm kind of surprised by that, as you would normally expect to see that one. Well, there's one tier 1 tower left standing on the side of Empire, or on the side of Mouse Sports. Guess where Empire is going, right? I don't think anybody is surprised to see that it is indeed going. They are indeed going towards the bottom lane. One more tier 1. Why not? Maybe this time Mouse will get a tower in return for it, because of course the last couple of times they haven't been able to do anything to it. They are actually going to try and defend it. They will now defend up against the StarLadder with the Blink Dagger though, so I'm not sure if they actually can fight this. They will need some very, very good hook shots. Like, they have got all the skill shots that you can think of. The hook shot, the hook, the arrow. You know, it's all there. They need to hit them all to have the perfect fight going their way. It's not going to be easy. Silent. It's already again scouting out. This ward should be countered instantly. Nicely done. Good sentry ward. Amplified damage up on Unicorn, giving that vision. Tasty is hiding though. Resolution doesn't see him. He's looking for a Moonlight Shadow coming out. But Unicorn is the only one that's visible with it. So Cat4KM, he can actually walk up. Although they know that there's a sentry ward, they of course just scouted that. Exists.
Radiant's top tower.
Go for a hook. Not hitting it. Now that the hook is on cooldown, they are gonna go for it. Cat4KM, hook shots in. Gets himself up. With always want to fly in the cogs, who take a boat, takes the turret, but is going to be living through it all. In comes the Earth Splitter, leap away, Unicorn wanting to go for Silent, but Silent is going to get the kill. Marana first. Down also goes Punches, dominating streak, 550 gold going the way of Elder Titan, his killer. Cat4KM gets dropped as well. Always want to fly, still running away from this Crystal Maiden, but Crystal Maiden getting picked up. It is a 5-4-0 trade Empire. The victors of this fight by a long shot. Of course, a lot of them are very low. But shields and nightmares and of course vanguards are very important in this game. There's now a mechanism up on Mag, or at least you can buy the recipe for it, but it wasn't needed in this fight. This was a very, very scary fight for Mouse Sports, because that fight might have just meant their end. Might have just meant they're playing from behind for the rest of the game, or at least until they find a hole in Empire's draft or a hole in Empire's movement, and they can just stab and go in on that one. But from now on, they will be having to think twice about their movements. They have to be so careful. Roshan attempted with all that minus armor. They can of course do that. The amplified damage helping out. We do have, however, Mouse Sports coming in. They've got a hook shot. Might be see that Cat4KM is going to go for it, but it's too risky. They just lost a team fight where they knew it was coming. They were ready for it. And they can't afford to do that again. It's just that simple. Smoke up for Empire. They can afford to do that again, obviously. And they haven't even gone back to base in that duration, by the way. This is just all regen coming out from the Abaddon, with Mana Boots helping out, of course, as well. Earn Charge is helping out from Always Wanna Fly, was down to 0. From the high ground. Oh, no blink because of the flare. Silent still looking for something. No, the boat will miss. Moonlight Shadow is on. Where's that vision? Where's that sentry? Where the hook? Always Wanna Fly. Picked off. That's one kill right there. That was also the Dismember on cooldown, and this might be Empire's time to back off, because it's daytime as well. The darkness is going to be up in 5 seconds, and they might just try to go up on it, but well, they're going to go. Darkness is going to get popped. Resolution, he wants to fight. They are gonna go in for it. Let's see what they fight. The darkness there. Crush up. This time no flare. This time kill. Cat for Kane will drop. Tasty hiding, pretending he's not gonna be there. Might still be trying to help out his team. So far, the hook saves crit. He's teleporting out. He will get crushed upon though before he can do that, and that's gonna be crit that as well. Silent is gonna leave him for the rest. That's gonna be at least Mouzeport exists getting out of there alive, as he of course did not get a crush anymore. Was on cooldown on the side of Silent. 2 kills, a 4-1, 1 Bane dying for a Clockwork and a Kunkka. Empire, I mean, they just wasted a lot, or used a lot of time for that. I wouldn't say wasted, because they definitely had that fight also in their pocket, and they will now be able to take down Roshan for sure. But
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They are taking a lot of time with the 5 of them, and that is actually costing them experience. Even though they're still ahead, they are allowing some extra space, for example, for Unicorn, who's still farming on the top lane. He's got his face, he's got his Yasha. This is, by the way, a very glass cannon kind of build, which is pretty scary if you think about it, because there's already going to be an amplified damage, and if you're not going to build some health, as in normally you'd see, like, of course she's a carry run, I get that, but normally you see either drums or treads, or sometimes even both like we saw in the previous game, or a game before that one even. But she's just been Yasha phase, so no extra health going her way, apart from that of the magic wand, and I'm not going to be sure that is enough. We do have the mechanism up and exists, so now both teams will have one. It's going to allow Mouzeport to also fight a bit more. I'm wondering if Unicorn is going to be able to carry this. That's going to be the main question. Of course, Crit is a support E-hero in this one, and he can transition into a bit more of a carry. And I'm hoping that he's gonna do that, because it's needed. Because they're fighting up against a 2-carry core lineup, and it's not like that punch. Ooh, nice arrow into a torrent. The shield is instantly there. Hookshot doesn't hit anything. Shield, of course, there again. Moonlight Shadow. Oh, the blink crush didn't happen. No blink. Now comes the blink in, but they don't have the amplified damage. Now they have one. Unicorn. It's the one that they have. The only one, though. Moonlight Shadow is gonna wear off shortly. And they are all standing next to a Dire ward, so they will all be scouted out.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
Nice deny. That is the first tower to die on the side of Empire. Yeah. I was checking to see if I actually drew on the right place, but I did. Nah, they saw that shield exploding. They know that there's someone there. They're gonna try to hook him. I think that Exist will try. The tower is under siege so far. In comes a torrent. Just harassment so far. The go comes when the Clockwork hooks in. Oh, or when Silent jumps in. I was gonna say, there's the hook shot up on Mag. The Earth Spinner is still gonna come out. Gonna be hitting the Crystal Maiden, but Crystal Maiden does not die. Cat for KM, almost dead, but a mechanism will keep him alive. Nobody has died so far. In comes the crush. There goes Cat for KM still. A boat flies in though, up on 3. Oh my god, that is the worst boat for Empire that they could have dreamed to have hit. Now they have to run from this. They can't fight this anymore. They're fighting up against a rum team, and they just got crushed. An arrow will miss. At least that is something. Resolution still gets a Starstorm. Nice stomp from the other Titan. And actually, they look to be going in again. Here comes a Crush Unicorn. He's gonna get picked up. Crit will be the next target. Who cares about backing up? Who cares about the boat? They will still lose their Night Stalker, but they're getting so much more in return. Exist. Crushed. Killed. That's gonna be a double kill for Mad. Buyback for Kunkka. Buyback for Marana. They are gonna be able to stomp up on the Kunkka, who just already bought back. But Mag, he's gonna... No, you're back in business. Torrented, killed. Marana Starstorm to do the job. Almost want to fly brain stabs, but it's not going to be enough. He is going to get killed off as well. In the meantime, that is the rest of Empire trying to run from this deny from the Abaddon. He didn't want to give his life to his opponents, and Silent, the last one alive, the only one alive on his team. He is going for BKB. He has got it finished, but that was... Oh, that was such a... I don't know what kind of fight it was. It was a good fight, but I mean, at first, it was like that boat. Just allow Mouzeport to defend their base. And of course they did buy back Marana and Kunkka, so they did spend gold for that, which is kind of painful because Marana does need that gold because she does need to be a bit of a carry later on. But they did kill 4 heroes of Empire. And that is impressive for sure. That is indeed something to be very happy about, something to be proud of. And something that they can build upon. I mean, they were diving the base while the tier 2 tower didn't actually die yet. Now that is something that you don't see every day. Wow. Out of control. StarLadder much silent. 517. That was, yeah, of course he was the only survivor of that fight, and he didn't still have that Aegis. I mean, he was actually the only one that was allowed to die that fight. Smoke upcoming from Mouz Sports. They don't have him around in the smoke though, but maybe she'll just continue farming. I wouldn't put it past her. Let's see who Mouz Sports are gonna find. They're gonna come from the high ground. They might find Resolution. In comes the hook shot. Battery assault coming out as well. The rest of Empire close by though. The hook shot, it catches Resolution on the high ground. And then with the dismember and the freezing field, they will be able to pick him up. The Earth Splitter still hits up on 3. And they might be able to get at least Cat for him in return. They put him on the Nightmare. Do they have enough damage? In comes a boat. Or was one of Fly's gonna get hit by that one. The hook shot puts Unicorn up on the high ground. Cat for is gonna live through it all. He's gonna teleport himself out. He'll be okay. They get the Crystal Main though. Silent able to blink up on her in the bottom half of the fight. Arrow will miss. 1 for 1 in the end. The Crystal Main for Night Stalker. Very good trade for Mouz Sports, but of course they did use a smoke gank for that one. And Empire is the one that's not going to back off, even though they don't have their Night Stalker. And the Night Stalker can be back here in just a moment's notice because, well, because he has got a teleport scroll and the tier 2 tower is still standing. Why not? He, by the way, if they are able to pick up this tower before Night Stalker respawns, which is not going to happen, but he would have had his Aghanims ready. Oh, never mind. He has his Aghanims anyway. He sold something. Gets himself his Aghanims. And is already back on the top lane. Why not? Dismember, Mag. Torrent will miss. The crush still hits. And the Fiend's Grip up on the punch. Fiend's Grip punch. You're dead. Hookshot in still for Cat for KM, but he just hookshot himself into his death as well. Nothing he can do anymore. The crush comes out and he'll get picked off. Crystal Maiden still alive for the moment, but they have a gem. They see her. They kill her. And that's going to be another kill. Golden Wave Empire. And Arrow will still head up on Mag, doing quite a bit of damage there.
Radiant's top tower.
And a hookshot by Mag. That's a bot back punch, by the way, so at least he's making his time useful. But Silent, he's not done yet. He blinks forward, crushes up on crit. Gets mech'd, but I'm not sure it's gonna help out. He's still gonna die. Exists in the meantime. And he already died once. He doesn't want to die again. But well, Silent's gonna leave him alone. He's gonna go for the Mirana instead. Does have a blink. Blinks, crush. Unicorn amplified. Hookshot still there, but doesn't matter. Abaddon with the shield pop. It's gonna take the kill in the end, or maybe it was even the no, it was a shield pop. And that's gonna be a tier 3 tower by the looks of it. At least this time they picked up the tier 2 before diving. Hookshot will miss this time. There should be a hookshot coming up for the Clockwork though, but doesn't look like it. That was the tier 2 tower taken down by creeps in the meantime. Still nighttime. Resolution. Looking for targets. Looking to not get hooked either. Exists, of course, looking for hooks. They're not going to get the tower in the end. And the hookshot will be blind and will miss. Because everybody's Empire is just running down the top lane. And not even backing off completely. Just buying stuff. Why not? The Darkness gets popped. Resolution. He really wants to fight again. Even though Abaddon is sitting so low on health, the rest of his team now sitting very comfortable on health, and actually an earn chart should go the way of Vanscore next for Mouz on a fly, and that's gonna put him back up to normal as well. In comes the crush, in comes a blink, the hooks it up on a creep, it's not gonna be enough, he cogs himself in, but it doesn't matter for Silent who gets a level or one hit, first hit bash, now comes the crush, and that's gonna be a kill. The hook shot puts Night Stalker in the hands of Exist, but the shield comes out and the Fiend's Grip as well. They're gonna go in on him. They're gonna take him down. There's no way he's gonna make it out alive. Where is he? In tier 4 towers. They're not enough to back him up. Resolution killing spree. Mag coming out with the Earth Splitter. Wants to go for Unicorn and then gets it as well, actually. No, he doesn't, because Unicorn was dead before that Earth Splitter hit. 4 people dead again, and the GG comes out. Empire! They take this game here in StarLadder Season 8, Day 23. Empire very convincing with their lineup, and I believe that their lineup with the StarLadder, with the Night Stalker, has been nothing but successful, and once again, they make it happen. We're gonna have ourselves another game. It's gonna be the blockbuster of the night. It will be Na'Vi versus Sigma, a must-win game for both teams, or at least both teams will really want to win that game. Na'Vi a bit more than Sigma. As Na'Vi, if they don't win this one, they're probably not gonna make it to Kiev, and that's gonna be missing out on a prize pool of $120,000. Yeah, so that's not where you want to be. Anyway, stay tuned. We're going to have that game in a couple of minutes time, so don't go anywhere. I will probably be joined by Fogged again, so make sure to give him a warm welcome when he comes on. And actually, that doesn't make sense, because that would mean that you would applaud and, oh, yeah, write something nice in the chat instead of applauding. Good. We'll be right back.